All right. So Marlene's here. Hello, Marlene. I'll unmute her. Okay, so we're going to go through campaigns in Command today, and this meeting's being recorded. So Tyler can send you the recording. I do have a PowerPoint because I've done this class before, but I'm probably going to spend most of my time on just showing you what to do. But we'll send you the recording and the PowerPoint as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let me share my screen. So can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So this is a homepage of Command, and obviously we're going to be talking about campaigns today. And you can customize your homepage right here, by the way. So mine looks different to you. That's because I put it out there that way. So, you know, that's up to you. But at any rate, campaigns in Command is right here. So what is that? The sixth one down. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You'll see it. Campaigns. That's where we're going to go. Now they have a brand new dashboard in campaigns, which is really cool. And I found that when I'm doing a Zoom meeting, this stuff doesn't run as quick as it was. But this is the new dashboard. And I don't run a lot of ads because I'm not an active agent. I'm active licensed, but that's not what I do. I'm team leader and I'm busy on other things. This is a small recruiting ad, but you can go through spend, leads, campaigns, engagement. You can do it by time frames. So this is kind of just a generic thing. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody real quick. And if you want to unmute yourself, you can to ask a question, just so we don't have a bunch of extra noise in here. I'm going to unmute. I'm going to mute Lisa. Okay. At any rate, so in the campaign section, this is the new dashboard, and it shows you your connected accounts. If you have not connected account, you're going to need to. So before I go into all these other items in the campaigns dashboard, campaigns is just not for paid ads. It's also for doing emails, direct mail, and social posts. I'm going to go over all of that. But before I do that, if you haven't connected any of your accounts, it will prompt you to. And basically what's going to happen is if you go to run a Facebook ad and you haven't connected an account, it's going to tell you have to. And you're going to be able to go and do that. And the way that you really do it, the best way to do it is you're going to go up here to your profile, hit this down arrow, hit settings. I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to do it because mine's connected already. It'll prompt you to do this and take you there anyway. But this is where you would do that. So you see, here's my Facebook. Connect. It's connected. I can manage it. I connect another Facebook account. But if it wouldn't have been connected, it would have been down here. Like my Twitter account isn't connected. So I can click connect account. It'll just prompt me for my username, password, all that. If I got more than one, it'll know, you know, what pages, you know, just kind of connect whatever you want. So that just needs to be done if you're going to run like a Facebook ad. And if you don't have it connected, you won't see it here, number one. You can see I have my old Python Realty account connected, not KW, because when I joined, you know, I already had a Facebook account. And under that particular account, and I can go to it here, I have all of the Keller Williams pages in there because I originally, before I started using Command, when I first got here, I didn't know what I was doing with Command. I just hooked this up and I was still using the old Facebook back end. So you want to hook up whatever one you have and it doesn't matter. So this is just the dashboard, and that's important that it's connected if you're going to run a paid ad. So just stopping there real quick. Does anybody have questions on this dashboard? Because this is a brand new feature that came out 2 weeks ago. And you will have to unmute yourself. Or I'll unmute you. So no questions. My unmute button isn't working for those of you that are wanting to be unmuted. I guess you have to unmute yourself.
I'm good. Mine are connected for Lee.
Okay. So you're connected. All right. So this is the dashboard, brand new. It's just kind of one place for you to go and look at everything. There's paid ads. So now I'm going to go to paid ads. Actually, before I do paid ads, let me go to just the 3 other options, because paid ads is probably one of the biggest things. So let me just start here. So before I go to paid ads, you could actually do emails through here. So you can create a new campaign. Emails is a choice. If I had any, they would be showing here. I can configure email lists here. Now, Command used to use MailChimp. This is actually my database, 1,886 realtors. And I could connect that, do emails to all of them. But I was just going to say that Command used to use MailChimp, and you still can. It can connect to it, and you do. You get 5,000 emails a month free, and then it's some really low rate. If you connected, it will tell you. But I'm just saying, this is where you could add, like I can configure this list. This is my list of agents, my database. So I could go in here and, here's what I got, 320 and blah, blah, blah. Here's everybody I got in my database. And I could create a list from that, configure, add, or edit, just purely for email we're talking about right now. So that is the email section. Direct mail. Yes, you can do direct mailing out of Command. I have not used that. But same thing, I can advertise listings, I can do whatever. I don't have any of that done, but I'll show you when we go to set up. And then social post, if I had any out there, you can actually set this up to schedule post to your Facebook page. And here's some ones that you can use already. This is a video, this is where you do a neighborhood video. If you want to do a neighborhood video, they're awesome. It takes you about 5 minutes to do it. These are suggested quick posts. But that is a different class. Really easy to do a neighborhood video. Anyway, that being said, if I want to create a new campaign, here it is. Social ad, which is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google, paid ad, or I can schedule a social post, or I can do direct mail or email. My focus is primarily on paid social ads in this course, because we are reimbursing everyone this month. If you do a $50 ad, we'll reimburse you. And actually, when you first log in, you're going to see a thing from Keller Williams that says if you do a $75 ad, they'll credit you $25 back. I don't see that because I'm running this ad, so that coupon's taken away because I'm operating under it. But you'll see it when you go in. I think it's in the dashboard or the paid ads. You'll see spend $75, get $25 credit. So anyway, we're going to focus right now on the social ads. I can do all these other ones too if you want me to, but I'm basically going to show you how easy it is to do a Facebook ad. So you're going to select social ad. You have to name it, and we'll call this test listing advertised, because that's what I'm going to do. So I want to advertise a listing. And I'm only going to do it on Facebook. You could do Twitter and Instagram too if you choose to, but I'm going to do just Facebook. So there it is. I'm going to advertise a listing. You can do multiple listings, attract listings, buyers, brand awareness, or other. But I'm going to do attract listing. Advertise listing, sorry. So I just hit the button. The first thing it's going to do is come up and ask me if I have an MLS number. Does anybody have an MLS number they want me to use? Anybody? No?
I can give you one if you hold on just a second.
Okay, who's that, Marlene?
Yeah.
Okay, give me one.
All right, hold on. I'm pulling it up.
And by the way, in this, because this is KWLS, you have every listing in the country in here. Every listing by every agent in the country. Just letting you know that.
Let's see. Okay, I have.
Go ahead.
Okay, 869-889.
Okay. Starling Way.
Yep.
So Lee's listing. So I'm going to select it. This is how easy it is. And it's automatically going to take one of the pictures. It's going to take the summary and create the headlines. Now I don't have to use that. trying to get the screen. Okay, so here you see what it brought in. It brought in magnificent home, blah, blah, blah. That's just his general summary. But I can change any of this. Here's that main copy right here. You see the headline, it says headline to tell what your advert is about. So I can change that. Great home, where's it? In Rockledge.
Yep.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. But you see how when I type it over here, it shows it in the ad over here. Description, I can do whatever I want. So it sucks this all in, but you can do whatever you want as far as changing it. And you can also change this picture. I'll get to that next. So here's what it looked like on mobile. Here's what it looks like in a web feed on a desktop. Okay, so it'll suck all that in for you. You don't have to type any of that. But you know, like description, all that, you wanna enter this, like coming soon, whatever. You're gonna decide what you want to say. But look, as I type, you'll see that it's showing it over here in the ad. Okay. So I'm just gonna save that ad text. I'm not gonna make a lot of changes to that just for time's sake. Next thing is media. Okay, well, it sucked in this picture, but I can change that picture if I want. I can add more, or I can delete this. This is where I do this under media, or I could put a video. It's got the Space Coast logo uploaded because I have that uploaded already in my system. You could include an ownership statement. You'll see what that says. Each is independently owned and operated. You don't have to, but I'm just showing you can change your logo position if you have one. You'll see I just moved it to the left. It moved it over here. You don't have to use that, but I had it in there, so I'm using it. So you can do whatever you want here. You can add more images. And actually see it brings up all the images for the listing. Let's say I want this one, and I'm gonna put, I don't know, pools are always nice, whatever, screen porch. You just select what you want, and then let me get this out of my way. I got your preview and crop. I'm not even gonna do that. You can do with all that. You get the gist of how it all works. So it's gonna sit there and do that on every one of those images. And then you'll actually have a slideshow going on. All right, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna delete that. I'm not gonna put any more in there. So you can do that, or you could even upload a video. Up to you. But it sucks this in for you to do what you want with. And then you'll just save the ad media. This is probably the most important part. So we're gonna say it already is a Facebook ad. We want to configure it. Well, it's got my account. I gotta tell it what page I want it to display as who it came from. I'm gonna say Keller Williams Space Coast. You probably have your own Facebook business page. But that's what I'm gonna select. I can use a Facebook lead generation form, or I can use a site landing page. This is a little confusing for a lot of people. Even if you use a lead generation form, you're gonna put a website in here so that after they submit their information, it takes them to the website. Now, what I would recommend is either from your Keller Williams Space Coast agent site, pull up this page with this listing on it and copy that URL and put that in there, or if you have a different website that you want to send them to. Either way, use a Facebook lead generation form. This creates a form on Facebook that actually, when they click on it, it will ask them for their name, their phone number, their email, and you can customize that form in Facebook. So it's going to be up to you which one of these you want to use, but you want to have a site. Let's just pull up. Let's see if I can easily pull up where do you drive? If you do an ad, Marlene, where are you driving traffic for this particular list?
Yeah, we have a website now, hometeamspacecoast.com. So
Okay.
that's where we're sending the leads.
Okay, and you might even have one particular to that house, like a subdomain. The URL provided appears to be down, hometeamspacecoast.com.
Maybe add the www.
Yeah, I generally set my website up where you don't, but we'll put it in there and see if that helps it. Nope. Oh yeah, nope.
What?
Maybe it's because it's HTTPS, which is the preferred one because it's secure. Oh yeah, you don't have it. You have HTTP. So there you go.
Thank you.
So there's the destination, and you can change this button, apply now, sign up, learn more. Learn more is pretty much a default on something like this. And you can tell I didn't finish my text because look, there's nothing under here. So use the lead generation form, or I can just send them direct to that same site, which see how it defaults to HTTPS because that is kind of the norm today. You might want to know that, Marlene.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah, you got to get that set up from your internet provider. There you go. So I can just send them straight to that and not have a lead capture form on Facebook. And I'll show you that in a minute. But if you don't have any lead capture here, you might want to use this because it makes no sense to drive traffic to a website and pay to drive traffic to a website if you have no way to capture their information. Right? If I'm just driving people, I'm paying to have them go to this website, but when I get there, there's no capture of their information. Like, it doesn't make sense because, okay, maybe they might look at the listing, but you don't know who they are, or they'll call you or anything else. That's why this lead generation form is pretty cool. So, but I'm gonna have to show you through one of my existing ads what that looks like. If you use that, I'm sorry. And I'll go back to that because changing my screen share to that right now is a little bit difficult. So I'll show you the lead generation form. We'll just leave it like that for right now. This is who I'm targeting. By default, it's going to target everybody in Rockledge in a 20-mile radius. What I would do is I would go use custom settings, and you could target your database, but here's the best way to do it. So I'm going to do everybody in Brevard County. Brevard County, Florida, within a 20-mile radius. But I'm going to add an interest. And this is actually a group in Facebook. It's called house hunting. And you're going, okay, what's that mean for me? Well, Facebook knows who's house hunting because it's all connected to Google and Bing and Yahoo. And they know who's looking at Zillow and Realtor.com and moving vans and mortgage companies, everything else. So in Facebook's demographic right now, there's 17 million people, you'll see audience size, in Facebook nationally looking for homes. 17 million home buyers nationwide. So I'm going to check that. And what that's going to do now, let me move this screen out of here. What that's going to do is, what I've done here is I've told them, Facebook, to show this ad to everybody in a 20-mile radius in Brevard County, and I can make that less. Maybe I only want to go 10. Doesn't matter. Oh, 15 is the minimum. And who's house hunting. So that's who they're going to show that Facebook ad to. So they're not going to show it to the 12-year-old who's, I don't know, just on Facebook talking to his friends. And they're not going to show it to somebody that has no interest in homes. Now, you could say to me, well, Tim, maybe not everybody who's looking for a house is Facebook knows about. And that's true. So you could eliminate that and just show it to everyone in Brevard County. I'm showing you how to target it. Or you could say, you could do something of this nature. You could say, I only want to show it to everybody in 32955, which is Rockledge, and then take this out. Oops, I erased it. And you can do it by zip code, you can do it by city, you can do it by all sorts of things. So you just got to figure it out, what you want to do. My recommendation, I've done a lot of Facebook ads for leads in my life, and I'm recommending to you, you do all Brevard County and you change it to house hunting. This usually gets you the most effective group of leads because you don't want people, remember, you're paying for clicks. That's what this is about. You're running an ad, and that $3 a day that we're going to set as a budget, you're paying per click. So not for people seeing it, but when they click on it. That's what this is. So you want to be very targeted. So right now we're going to do everybody in Brevard County with who's house hunting. And then this is where you decide how long and how much you want to spend. By default, it goes to 10 days and it does $3 a day, which is a total of 30 bucks. You can change it. You can spend less, you can spend more, whatever. This is the default setting. Good test period, but you can, maybe you want to make it more. Maybe I want to do 50 bucks a day, 50 bucks total over 10 days, then it's $5 a day. So you can do that. You can change it. We'll leave it at that. Save duration and budget. It's telling me configure because I didn't really put anything here. You know, testing. That's what I'm putting there. You know, because it wants me to do it. You don't have to, but it wants me to. So anyway, so that's what the ad will look at like. We've configured it all. Now, what you would do is you go publish campaign. And when you do that, you're going to get a message that says your ad will be live tomorrow because it has to go through Facebook preview. They preview the whole thing. And it tells you when it's live. I'm going to just save this as a draft for right now so we can come back to it. And I'd show you. So here's my paid ads, right? And there's that draft. If it really was sent, it would say pending review because Facebook reviews your ads to make sure you meet all their, you know, you're not discriminating, blah, 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 blah. Like this one's active. This is an actual recruiting ad I'm running. 10 days, I spent 36 bucks, 13 clicks. I spend $1.78 a click. But this is and I've got no leads, which I know why actually, because I need to redo this ad, but I've left it because I wanted this data in here and I wanted to complete it. But this is actually getting a little high for Facebook. And that's because I have a very targeted group for this. Typically you'll see leads or clicks, which would be leads, you know, in the a dollar range. That's what I was average on an ad like this in Facebook. So, but basically it's just saved as a draft now. I could go in and edit it some more and hit publish and it'll go out and be live. And that is really the basic thing. It's just saved as a draft now. So before I go any further, does anybody have questions on that particular item? Do you want me to go through it again?
I actually have a question. So am I muted or am I not?
No, you're not. We can hear you.
Oh, so strange. It says I'm muted on my.
I know it's kind of weird right now, but go ahead.
So pay-per-click, on that ad that you previously ran, which was for something entirely different. It was $1.79 per click.
Yep.
What would you say the average is for somebody who wants to, you know, advertise a listing? Does it change based off the type of ad?
Yeah, that's what I said. This is targeted to a select database I have, and you can see I've had 0 leads, and I know why it is. I got to fix this. It's part of the problem is my ad itself, but what I've experienced on a advertise a listing or attract buyers, this is my actual home value ad I used to use at Python. And we generally got, you know, we were averaging not cost per click, that's CPC, but leads were right around about $1 a piece, the actual leads. So when they would go to our website and sign up, it'd be like
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And that, you know, that's pretty standard rate for, that's why Facebook's so great right now, because if you ran this same ad on Google, but it's not the pictures, it's just the PPC ad, you're going to pay $3 to $4 a click, and the conversion rate's about 2 out of every 100. So you're paying $3 a click, 100 clicks is $300. You get 2 leads, they're $150 a piece. That's why Zillow charges you $75 for a lead. They get a discounted rate because they're a big advertiser with Google. They're still probably costing them $50 a lead. But Facebook is by far a better deal. So anybody else? Hope that answered your question, Tyler.
Yeah, thank you.
Anybody else got a question on what we just did, the actual configuration of this actual ad? I'm happy to go through it again or whatever, but if you have a question, ask me now is a good time.
I do have a question about the credit, because I don't see it in Lee's account or like on his page when I go to campaigns. Let me see. Do you know what it would say or where I would see that? Just so I know.
I saw it on mine before I ran that ad right after it came out, and that's why I took it away, but I saw it right in here or in here. I don't remember. It was right at the top of the page. You should see that.
Okay, on the payments tab on the top right, I clicked that, and then underneath on next to Facebook, it says
Yep.
total spend, and then it says 72. So maybe I ran an ad or it went into it, and is that how much has been used, or is that the credit that shows there? Like, do you have $23 left?
No, yeah, this is, no, I spent $23 on this ad.
Oh,
so
okay.
far.
Okay.
And this is cost per click, cost per lead, and can't remember CPM, to be honest with you.
I don't know.
I can tell you in a minute, I just forget looking at that. Yeah, see, so this is per impression CPM, but impressions are really, that's just who saw it. So 635 people have seen this ad. But you should see that $75, but if you just ran an ad in the last week, then the coupon code goes away. And if you run up to $75, they give you a $25 credit. So,
Okay, I think that I did run an ad before I knew about this, so that's probably why I'm not seeing it either. But thank you.
yeah, and the market center is reimbursing you $50. So
Okay.
you got to turn if you run it this month. So, but this is how you actually create a Facebook ad in here. Okay, I mean, that's how easy. And I took my time because I'm trying to slow down to show you, but the reality is I could have done this and had this live in about 5 minutes because it is point and click. And I can tell you because I have done the back end of Facebook for the last 10 years. If you do it in Facebook, it's not quite as straightforward and simple.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done that before. Tried to run an ad in Facebook for something totally unrelated, and it was very. I'm pretty good with technology, and it was pretty complicated.
Yeah, and be honest with you, I haven't done Google in here yet. I'm sure it's going to be. We'll look at it real quick. I can tell you the back end of Google AdWords is extremely complicated. Oh, see, I'm not connected. You have to have your Google AdWords account. I could connect mine and show it to you. So it's telling me this channel's not connected. But on the Facebook, let me see if I can open a new tab here in screen share to show you because I want to show you the lead generation form. Let me see if this comes up. Can you guys see my face? Is it what? Well, wait. Can you see my Facebook page coming up or trying to come up?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go to that ad because that's actually a recruiting ad. I just want to show you where that form thing is. Because let's say you did this ad over here that we just created and we told it we're going to use a Facebook lead generation form, right? So I'm going to go to Keller Williams Space Coast and I got a bunch of pages from my old brokerage and my vacation rental account company. So here's Keller Williams Space Coast. Now you don't have to do anything. If you publish this ad, it's done. And it's going to capture leads. And when those leads get captured, you'll see them either in here. You can see them. Like I didn't get any leads yet on this campaign, but if I did, I could see them. I could click on it. You'll see them in the paid ads section as well, and they'll drop into command. And I'll show you another place to see them. You don't have to do this. I'm just showing you. So here's Keller Williams Space Coast web page, Facebook page. Of course, I'm an admin. So I go up here to more, like if you do this, whatever page, if it's your personal page, it'll be there. You'll see, most of you should have business pages. I know that Lee does. So and they're very easy to create, by the way, but you'll go up here to publishing tools. I'm just going to show you how to see this actual form. Ignore that. That's my antivirus, anti-lead training. So under more and publishing, you go down here to forms library. So, and I just started using command for Facebook ads, but here's the 3 I started. So here's my actual ad. I could preview it, blah, 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 and you'll be able to do the same. You can do all that. But here's the form. So when they click on it, they're going to get this form. When they click on that ad, they'll get this form, right? Now I can configure that by just going down to draft forms library. If I want to change that, I can create my own right here, a new form. And you'll see I can go in and select my fields. Like if I want to put whatever, I can change the text. I can put an intro. I can change the required fields like email, full name, phone. So you can make a custom form, but by default, Facebook, when you do that lead generation thing, lead gen form in the ad, I'm gonna go back to it because I know it's a little bit jumping around. When you do that in here, right down here, when you tell it use the Facebook lead generation form right here, that's what they're talking about. This form that you saw, blah, blah, blah. Now I didn't, it doesn't say placeholder. It's just telling you that. I didn't configure this, okay? But I can custom configure that form if I want by just going here and creating a new one and then telling it to use that one. You don't have to do that. I'm just showing you. And I could actually download leads from here, but you don't need to because when you run this ad, they'll dump into command anyway. But that's what this little form does. And then after they fill out that form, it'll send them to your website with the ad. But typically what you would do, what I used to do is I would just send them directly to my webpage with this property, and that property had a lead capture form. Like, do you want to know more about it? Click here, or reach out if you'd like to see it. Click here. You can do it either way, but that's where the lead generation form, it's already done for you. It's in Facebook. I know that's a little confusing probably, but I'm just showing you that it's there. You don't have to create it. It'll be on your page. So you can, if I can get this out of my way, you can decide what you want to do there. And just as another demonstration, I'm going to show you, this is a home value lead webpage, ad that I ran for the last 10 years, not only in Brevard County, but everywhere. Tampa, Orlando, everywhere we had offices, and it drives it to my home value site. And this little ad, forget the Keller Williams Space Coast, just this portion of it, it would get tons of leads, seller leads. So you see I manually configured it, right? I typed all that in, the link, I typed all that in. I configured my media, a picture of that house, I could use any one. And then I configured my Facebook ad. And you'll see on this one, I didn't tell it to use that lead generation form. I told it to go to the site of the landing page directly, which is here. Because what happened, and I'll see if I can pull that up for you. Let me, if I can get this thing out of my way here, I will be able to show you that. So this was my actual home value site, and it's a piece of software I pay $30 a month for. Can everybody see that? Yes, I hope. Everybody?
Yes, I see it.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, there's a chat.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is my page. I pay $30 a month for the software, but here's what happens. So I would take this ad. I'm just showing you a typical, if you want to get a seller lead. Here's how, okay, this isn't necessarily campaigns, but I want to explain this to you for a reason. Number one, I'm not using a lead generation form. I'm sending them direct to that. And this is a seller. Keep in mind, what buyers want to see listings, sellers from the internet want a home valuation. Okay, most sites you'll see just have the, fill out this form, I'll do a CMA for you. Well, as an internet, person, if you're on the internet, I'm not giving you my name, email, and phone number just so you can call me and fill out. I if you want my name and email and phone number, I want something right then, instant gratification. So what we did is we ran this ad. If you own a home in Brevard County, click the link below, get an instant home valuation of Brevard area, home free, fast and simple. They would click on it big time. They'll go into here. Now I'm sitting in my house in Brandon, Florida. That's why it says that. If I was sitting in Merritt Island, it would say Merritt Island. Okay, so I'm just gonna put on, I'll do my house here actually, that I'm selling, which as soon as the coronavirus gets over also. What's it worth? So here's what this did. And we don't require a phone number. We figure they want to give it, they give it. You can, this site lets me do it. I got to find one I haven't already used. Here's another email mine. Get to my report. I'm just showing you kind of how things work. Okay, learn more. Your website uses cookies, blah, blah, blah. There's my report. Okay. My house is worth 360. This is almost right on the money. It's still branded by my old company because the team's actually taking the site over. Won't be branded by me. Here's everything about my house. Here's all the solds in the area. Here's all the properties for sale. This is why people give you their information, because they want this. Now, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just showing you the difference between using a Facebook form or driving an ad to a site that has lead capture, which is this. Just for you to know, I just got a text on my phone that I have a new home value lead. And it has the report link and all that, all my information. It also dropped all this information into our CRM, which then will start them on a seller drip campaign. That's outside of this course, but you could do all that too. So I'm not showing you that to tell you to go get a home value site. Although if you do, like Emily is using the same company now. She asked me yesterday who it was because she wanted to set it up. Because I got a lot of seller leads out of this. 1,400 over a couple of years. So, but I'm just showing you the difference between Facebook lead generation form or driving them to a site with lead capture. And if I go, you know, if I just, here's my Keller Williams site, I could drive them there for, say, a buyer lead, and I could drive them to a specific listing, right? So it doesn't matter. I mean, like, let's just do something here. Let's do Diana Shores. Oops, sorry, Diana. If I can spell, I'll show you. I'm just giving you ideas along the lines of running an ad, because running an ad is one thing, but capturing leads is a whole nother. So I just want to show you this. So let's just say I found my listing on my Keller Williams site. Here it is. I can just copy this URL, which would be for that listing. Now, Lee has his own site, and that's fine. But I could copy that URL on a buyer lead. Let me go back to our, yeah, okay, we're not doing that. Start date should be greater than today. We're not even gonna mess with that. That's my draft. So let me go back to Lee's listing here and just show you, because we could pull Lee's listing up. Where was that? What was the address on that? Let me see. I'll pull it up. So we're using the real one. So here I am back in campaigns. I'm going back to my ad that I created right here for Lee's property, but you would be doing it for yourself. It's not live. You can see it's just in draft mode. And there, 1015 Starling Way. So let's just do 1015 Starling Way. I'm just showing you what you might want to consider. So here it is on my KW site. And like I said, it's not configured completely because I'm not actively selling. But here's that listing. So at the very least, I could drive that lead traffic right here. We're using a Facebook lead generation, but I could post that here. And once they fill out this form, it'll take it direct to that listing. So I'm just showing you. Or I could skip the Facebook lead generation form and put them right to that listing on my Keller Williams site. This is up to you. I can tell you what I know, what works best and what doesn't. But I'm just showing you that you can make these changes very easily. So it's totally up to you what you want to do there. I recommend the Facebook lead generation form seems to be fairly good, but it's up to you. I think, go ahead.
I think sometimes I always use the Facebook form generation one, but for the link, sometimes I put the permalink from the MLS so they can go straight to the MLS on there, and it's branded to them still.
Yeah, that's one way you can do it also. I mean, these are all options. And I'm just showing you basically the flexibility of, what you want to do, what you can do, you know, with all this stuff. I'm just giving you information. And if you haven't configured your Keller Williams site yet, you should. You see, look, Lee's listing is branded by me. That's not Lee's listing, that's mine.
Uh,
So, but and really the consumer, they don't, that's how they see it. I mean, when you're advertising, it tells you right here, courtesy of Lee Romano, but they don't look at that. They're looking at the branding, especially if they're using your mobile app that you sent them. Because then your branding's right on top. So that is a really basic showing you how to run a Facebook ad. I mean, it's that simple. You fill it out, you hit publish, it'll say pending review, and when it's active, it'll show up like active. And every day you'll get these stats in the dashboard or here that show you how many clicks you've had, how many impressions you had, clicks, and if you captured any leads. This is a very poor performing ad. I'm glad I only spent 30 bucks, and I only let it run because I wanted to have this data in here for this class. Otherwise, I would have stopped it and changed it because I know what the problem is. So anyway. So any other questions on Facebook ads? Because that's that one. No? Anybody?
no.
Okay.
No.
You could also do social posts, live and scheduled or drafts. So I just real quick show you, create a social post, blah, blah, blah. Same thing. It always does that. Okay, what am I gonna do? I'll write the post. And you can suck your listings in from here. Like I'm not gonna do, that's a property from my property at my vacation rental company. But you can do a listing, you could add a link, you can do all the same thing. They have pre-design, like there's a design library, if you have designs, and that goes to designs itself. So it's a very flexible, and easy to use thing. And we're not gonna use that because that's, like I said, that's from my vacation rental company. Part of the problem with me having it connected my own profile. So you just come in here and write your own social post if you want. You can upload videos, so forth, whatever. You can schedule it. You can save as a draft. You can do whatever you want. It's real flexible. And they usually have a couple down here that you can use. Like, okay, maybe I'll use this. Do a social post on this. What's this about? Love looking at homes. Okay, this is your app. So you put your app code in there. That's if you want to do a social post about your app. And it's here, shuffle. It'll give you different ones. So they have a lot of pre-done material in here for you. You can just configure it for yourself. You see I'm hitting shuffle? You can just configure it, and then you can schedule it. So, because one thing you don't want to do is post on your Facebook page like a ton of things. Once a day is a lot. Actually, on our business site, when I had Python Realty, I would post about once every 2 to 3 days, so it would reach everyone. So, I mean, the social posts, you can schedule them, you can create them and post them right out there. It's really a nifty little tool. Direct mail, I'll be honest with you, I haven't ever used this portion of the campaigns. I'm sure it's going to be like the rest, and we'll just try it. Direct mail. I'll do advertise the listing. What was that listing number again, Marlene?
1015 Starling Way. Oh, the MLS number?
Yeah, hold on. I'll do a default template. Let me get this out of here. I have no idea. I've never done this. So here we go. What was that MLS number again? I'm sorry.
It is 869889.
You're just wishing I would go ahead and push the post button and pay for these, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to.
So here's direct mail. They give you a bunch of choices. I'm just going to leave this one. I don't know. And it tells you this is 59 cents for this postcard first class. Kind of pricey. There's actually better deals. But the reality is you can configure what they say. You can change the photos. You can add market center. You can do targeting. Like you can tell it where you want to send it to. You can add a QR code. You can put a landing page on there. And basically, once you do all this, I'm going to do configuring target. I'll just say target my database. I'm not going to really do it, but here I'll put everybody knows Isle Evans, right?
Mhm.
I'll just do this. You could go ahead and select all, whatever. You can do by tags, you know. So you can target that, or you can just do local targeting, which will be the area of where you want it to be. Let's see what I forgot here. Oh, it wants our market center information. I would think it would do that automatically by the page, but I'm just going to do this so I can get to the next page. I've never done this. So, I mean, but this is all in campaigns. Number 304, Cocoa Beach, Florida. And I just want to see what it does. But basically what it does is you can verify address. It's checking it with the US Post Office. Fine. All right. Did I get them all? No, it wants something else. Change the listing. No, I don't want to change the listing. I like the listing. Oh, it wants something here. A field. Oh, how many bedrooms and bath is this? Do you know, Marlene?
Bedrooms and baths. It is 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms.
Okay. It should have sucked that in. I don't know why it didn't. Maybe because it's not mine. It's telling us that's too much to have on a postcard. You get 575 characters. I'm just going to delete it down. I just want to get to the next screen. There we go. So anyway, now that I got all this, you can go configure targeting, which I thought I already did. It doesn't like something local. I don't know.
It's missing a listing photo if you look up.
Oh, my bad. It should have drawn. Oh, it wants me to choose which one I want. That's why. Thank you, Tar. So, but you can see I've never used this. So here's the campaign. Hopefully it doesn't actually start it. It's a little pricey, but you know, it is quick and easy. Okay, so now it's going to get down to what I want to do, who I want to send. 118 bucks if I send it to all these people. That's a lot of people, though. I don't know how many that is.
Could you see the preview?
I'm sorry?
Could you see the preview?
Could I? Oh, I could, yeah. I could say standard mail, let's send a copy to company address if I want one myself. I'm gonna do next, Tyler. If it charges me, I'm gonna be calling you. So here's make payment if I want to do it, and here's the previews. So I'm not saying, because you could probably find this a little cheaper, but I don't know actually. 200 for 118 bucks with postage and everything, and they're doing all the work. That might not be that bad of a deal. It's been a while since I bought postcards.
Oh, that is so much cheaper than like Vistaprint or anything I've used. So we'll
Oh,
definitely,
really? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know because I've just, I haven't been an active agent. I mean, out selling for a few years, so I didn't actually do this. So here's your preview. Right?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that looks really good too.
I haven't seen this yet.
View a larger one. I can go here.
I like that.
Yep. So
that's real nice.
They have a lot. I'll go back to direct mail so I don't get charged.
I wonder if there's a way that you can put the agent's face and, like picture and contact information too.
I'm absolutely sure there is a way. I breezed through that because I've never done it. You got, let me go back into it, but it's a nice little feature. Sure, using this for the internet ads is awesome too. Oh, here's my targeting it took me to. So I can, look, I can really change my targeting and everything.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this part yet.
Me neither. This is
It's
exciting.
in there. I've never even used it. And you saw how quick I was able to kind of throw one together. Okay, it's not perfect, granted, but and you can duplicate it. If you got one that works, you can duplicate it, put another listing in there. So that direct mail portion of it, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it is.
I'm actually glad that I went through that with you guys because
me too.
That's a pretty nice feature there. And with Marlene telling me that it's fairly cheap comparatively, how much was Vistaprint charging you?
Vistaprint was like, well, first I'd have to go get all the tax records and import them into the Vistaprint. And then, I could design it the way I wanted, but having a template like that makes it so much easier. And the prices are probably twice as much.
Wow. Well, I just changed this to like 76 people or 87, and you see the prices changing. Now, my wife would send out a postcard because she does a neighbor-only open house for every the first day when she gets it. So she would send a postcard to every neighbor in the neighborhood, even if it was 500. So this would be a great tool for her because they're really easy, and you can change who gets it. Like if they're only living in a lot smaller house or a bigger house or square footage. So
Yeah.
pretty cool, actually. I really like it. So I'm glad that's a nice piece. And then it would show up here. And if you had direct mail in your dashboard, once it was mailed, you would see that here. Because this is spend, leads, campaigns, like one campaign, Facebook, but here would be the direct mail campaign, engagement. So, and it tracks it all. So as soon as it was mailed out, I'm assuming, because this is still a draft, but knowing how they do things, I'm assuming once I submitted this, it would go into review, and once it was mailed, it would update this. So that's pretty cool. And I did notice on there too, there was a QR code you could add to it. So that's pretty neat.
Oh yeah, I like that.
And you can upload it. I'm gonna just do another test. I do attract buyers. I just want to go through this one, see what it does. Okay, well, I'm not sure why you would have a listing on attract buyers, but I guess, just for the picture. Well, no, buyers on a listing, that makes sense. So I could select the listing again. I'm gonna do this. This is how powerful this thing is. So Chris Parson tells me I can advertise one of his listings. Let's see if you got any listings. You got any listings, Chris?
Oh, he's muted. Here,
I did property address, my bad.
All right, I unmuted you, Chris.
Chris Parsons.
Yeah, we have one down in Palm Bay.
Right here.
That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna select Chris's. And what is this, vacant land? Or is this a house?
No, it's this one.
It's vacant land, right?
I'm waiting on like 3 other listings for them to sign paperwork and get listed up.
Okay. Well, then I'm not using yours.
Fine.
Because I don't know how to do it with vacant land. Let's see what Richard's got. I'm not going to do the live ad anyway. All right, here's Richard, one of his. Okay. It's weird that it doesn't suck in the bedroom and bath. I'm not sure why. I'm just going to guess. I don't feel like taking the time to look at it. I'm not sure why it doesn't suck that in. I think it should. I'll probably open
Right
it.
there, 2 bedroom, 2 bath.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks. I'm glad you're observant. Here, so landing page assigned, and I can do tracking. So basically, I can take, if I had a landing page on my site created, which is easy to do, by the way, you can create special landing pages on your site for a property. I would do that there, and the QR code, they know, people scan it and go to the website. That's how they know how many responses you got off of it. This I don't like. I wish it defaulted to our market center info, and it probably does. I probably don't have something right, but I'm just going to do it real quick. I just want to see what my choices are on this. I know I'm spending a lot of time on it, but it's like a new toy now. I'm all excited about it because I think it's a cool thing. 32931, right? I do like to verify address too. So these are the default types. Well, man, this one's expensive. 89 cents. I want to look at that. 200 postcards, 178 bucks. And according to Marlene, that's a good deal.
Very.
That's interesting. I'm glad to know that. So here you go. Listing photo. Didn't like it. Not high enough resolution, I guess. See, Richard not using good photos. Okay. There you go.
Always throwing Richard under the bus.
Yeah, well, I have been for 15 years, so nothing changed. It doesn't like any of his photos, which is weird because the one that Marlene had worked perfect. It's telling me they're too low resolution. So, and which is true, probably true. It means he didn't use a photographer.
Hey, we got a photographer on our team.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, you can
It
choose.
looks like professional photos.
But what I did notice here was, now where was it? There was a place, okay, just listed, just sold, or coming soon. So I wanted to see if it changed those postcards. It just changes what it says on them, apparently. Anyway, you guys can play with that. That's in there too. So I'm just showing you how easy Campaigns is. Basically, in this 1 hour, which I'm going to end this because I was supposed to, I created a Facebook ad. I created direct mail, which I've never done, and I was showing you the whole time. Oh, create neighborhood video. I don't know. Has anybody done this? Because I have, and it's really sweet.
No, not yet.
All right, while we're here, since it's under Campaigns, you're going to see it right here. Just click on this. We'll use Diana Shores. This is an awesome little tool, and they don't have a lot of different color schemes out yet, but they will. So here's Diana Shores. Blah, blah, blah. It brings in from the MLS all the prices, what's going on. Now I can change this, holding steady. This is the default. But it's sucking that in from the MLS. Average home price is $381 in Diana Shores now. Wow. Neighborhood top features, book loving, no. Live music, organized sports, yes, but also would be outdoors because a lot of that's waterfront property, fishing. Agent information defaults to me, market center and brokerage information default. Next. So this is how long it takes me to create a video for Diana Shores. It's gonna take up to 10 seconds. And then you can post this right on your web page. I mean, your Facebook page, wherever. So here's my video. Hopefully you can hear it and see it.
Can you turn up your volume?
Huh?
Can you turn up your volume? I can't hear it.
It's the best it's got. Probably because I'm not sharing sound.
Yeah.
Anyway, you get the gist.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, so there's my branding. So you couldn't hear the music according to Tyler, but because I didn't share music, but that's how long it just took me. And I could do that 1,000,000 times for 1,000,000 neighborhoods. So that's all part of Campaigns. So that's a pretty handy tool. And right here is send a newsletter. You know, there's a lot of stuff here. So you can go in here and just spend all day in here, but I gave you the basics.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. We're going to send this recording out, but while in the interim, if you've got any questions, let me know now, and I'll be glad to answer them. Who's that typing, Marlene?
Yeah, sorry. I'm emailing Lee about the direct mail. I'm like, we're doing this.
I'm muting her. Anybody have any questions of what I showed you? I know it's a lot of information. Chris, what did you think about that? I mean, that's a lot of information in 1 hour.
Yes, it was good. I did have a couple questions, like how did you get the logo in there? Does that automatically upload, or did you guys have to put that in?
Okay, let me go back to sharing my screen real quick. So, I believe, I don't believe it's in your profile, but I'll look, because here's my profile. I believe when the first time I did it, I had to upload the logo, but it's been there ever since. Yeah, it's not there. So I'm pretty sure I know where. So the first Facebook ad that I created, I'm gonna go back into it so I can show you one. I uploaded it one time and it's been there ever since. And anybody that needs the logo, by the way, we have them in all formats and we can give them to you. Let me go into one of these just real quick so I can show you. So we'll go back into this one. So the first time I uploaded, the first time I did an ad, actually it was at draft ad of my home value. Let me see where that is. I think it's under media. Yeah, the first time I uploaded this one time, and it's been there ever since. So like, let's see what happened. So drag and drop. Yeah, here's where I did it. I just went in here and I got it from my desktop and put it in there. I have a bunch of different versions of it depending on what I'm doing. I think this is called small. And then I had to crop it. Yeah, there you go. So once you upload it one time in an ad, it's going to be there every time unless you change it. That's the answer. Your question, Chris. So that's it. You just got to upload it one time and it'll always be there. Anything else? Did that answer your question, Chris?
Yeah.
And like I said, Tyler and I are always available to help you on this.
Yep.
So anybody else have any questions? And we'll send this out, this recording. Tyler will send it out to you. Lisa's been particularly quiet. What about you, Lisa?
Well, I've been quiet because I was literally kicked out like 7 times and my power went out at the house. I'm so sorry.
No.
Yeah, so I probably caught 10 minutes of it. The 10 minutes I caught was amazing, but I'm hoping to get the recording if y'all don't mind sending it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it out.
We'll send you the recording. You have any questions, you call, whatever, and I'm happy to, get online with anybody and take them through this. It's, and I had never played with this direct mail feature. I'm going to share the screen again. So I'm really glad that I did because that was awesome. That's another piece of this. So I encourage you to spend some time in campaigns. It's very well done. All software has weird things. And Keller Williams has come a long time. Yes, there's a long way in a short time. There's some things that aren't that, awesome in command, although most of what's in here is. But this little piece right here for an agent, to me, is invaluable because you can quickly and easily do some things that before you either had to have a bunch of knowledge like Facebook backend or Google AdWords backend knowledge, or even direct mail, you have to go to third-party sites. So it's an awesome thing. Social posts with scheduling, it's just a really valuable tool. Just this one piece of command. I mean, being able to create that Diana Shores video in less than a minute, that was really awesome. So, and you can see all the stuff down here. So they give you a lot of tools. So I just encourage you to go in here and mess around with this and learn it. And if you need any help, either Tyler and I both are happy to help you with it. So Marlene, go spend some more of Lee's money.
Oh, yes, I will. It'll be much easier to now.
Yeah. When he gets the bill, you can blame it on us.
Okay, I will. Now that I have this recorded.
Yeah, right. We're going to give you $50 back this month on Facebook ads, though. So if you go out and do one, get with Tyler, Mr. Fee and Key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he'll pay
All
you.
right. Thank you, Tim.
You got it. Thanks, everyone. And
Thank
Tyler,
you.
send you the recording. Have a great one. Talk to you all later.
Yeah.